We are given this circuit where the switch is turned from 1 to 2. We need to find what is the power generated in this resistance R1. So let's take one by one. So when it is at switch is at 1, the circuit will look like this, and some charge should be there on the capacitor whose value will be C times E. When it's switched to 2, the circuit will be this. So the battery is disconnected and the circuit will look like this. And immediately after switching, the charge on the capacitor will be same. So it will be CE, just like this. And now we need to find what is the power generated in R1. So of course, the power generated in R1 and R2 combined is the total energy stored in the capacitor, because when the capacitor will discharge, all its energy is consumed by R2 and R1. So in R1, how much energy is consumed? That's what they are asking. So one thing we know is same current is going to flow in both the resistors, and power is I square R, which means power in each of them is proportional to their resistances. And total power is of course I square into R1 plus R2, which means the power in each resistor will be equal to total power into its own resistance divided by total resistance. So again, see, same current is flowing in both resistors. So total power generated is I square into R1 plus R2. The power generated in this one is I square R1. In this one, it's I square R2. So if we get rid of I, the power generated in R1 will be total power into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. So it's proportional to the resistance. So that's what I have tried to write here. So initial energy of the capacitor is half CE square. Power in a resistor is I square R. And since the current is same in both resistors, power is proportional to R. Which means the power, or let's say the energy in E1 is R1 upon R1 plus R2 times E, times total energy. If you just multiply dt here, it's still nothing is going to change. P dt is also proportional to R, right? So yeah, we put that value here and we get our answer. And this proportionality came because both the resistors are in series. Now I just want you to think what will happen when the resistors are in parallel. Then how the power distribution will be in each of them. It will be an objective question, so you should be able to answer without calculating anything. Alright.